Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title and the thumbnail, I am using a different character today, and it's none other than my main character Panda Blub, which is also the inspiration for my channel name. I think most of you know this because I did mention her name in some of my previous videos, so you can feel free to check them out if you haven't already done so, and do let me know if you enjoyed my videos or if you have any feedback or advice to give me. So for this video, I will be attempting to upgrade my Nightwalker's gears and her stats, so mostly using the event shop, and I will also be opening some Nodestones which I have accumulated since Friday afternoon. So most of the things that I will be doing today will be very RNG based, so I hope I will not end the video on a depressing note again. I do try to look at the brighter side of things most of the time, and I guess even if I don't manage to upgrade my Nightwalker in any way, I can still tell myself that at least Nightwalker did receive quite a lot of love from Nexon in the latest rebalance patch. But we do deserve it, okay? Alright, actually I'm a bit more enthusiastic about this topic because my journey on Nightwalker has often been really depressing, and I think I might want to cover the backstory of how Nightwalkers have suffered in the past, maybe in a future video, just to give everyone a flavour of how life is like back then. I do know of quite a handful of Maplers who have quit Nightwalker due to all the inherent limitations and weaknesses of the class, which were left unaddressed for a really long time. But I'm glad we are in a happy place now. And the only reason why I've stuck with Nightwalker is because I was obsessed with the assassin class since PC Maplestory, and my favourite colour happens to be purple. So that's why I chose Nightwalker over Nightlord. But nothing against Nightlord anyway, I used to play Nightlord back in Maplestory PC. So I also wanted to disclaim that I am not a whale, and I hope the things that I say or do wouldn't trigger anyone out there. But feel free to let me know if I'm doing anything wrong, and we can have a nice discussion about Nightwalker mechanics, and I can also learn more about how I should better build my gears. So first up, I'll be buying some of the items from the diamond shop, and hopefully I have better luck today. So let's go to the shop, event shop. So I have about 33,000 coins now, and I will be getting the Exaltation fail count reduction scroll and 1 Exaltation stone. So maybe let me just buy the items first. So I can't purchase anymore because previously I already bought one. I think I used it on my Fafnir top, but it failed sadly. Oh well, as usual. So before I use the event shop items that I just bought, I wanted to show you guys my shoe. Okay, so introducing my very cursed shoe. It is cursed because I have failed Exaltation so many times on this shoe, and I've only been using refined shoes to exalt it. So even with 50% chance, I still managed to fail, I think, definitely a lot more than half the times. And it's been so difficult to reduce the fail count and to collect blue stones to make refined shoes just to exalt. So I know I should have finished exalting the shoe before refining it, but the sad story is there was really a point in time when my Nightwalker couldn't really survive Starforce maps well, and I had to refine 3 of my gears just to get the additional defense stats just to survive. So yeah. So this is the 3-set effect that I'm talking about. You get an extra 2,400 of physical defense, magical defense, and some extra HP. So that really helped me a lot in survival. At least I won't die every 1 hour. I used to die maybe once or twice, and it was really frustrating to have to keep reparking my character because of that. Yeah, so sorry, I didn't really mean to complain. I still really love my Nightwalker, especially after the mega buff that we got. So yeah, for now I'll be trying to exalt this shoe again. So maybe let me find where's my reduction scroll first. Okay, let's make sure I use it on the correct item.
2 items. So my boots. 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 2 items. So my boo
Yay, succeed! Yeah, of course, because it's 100%. I'm not surprised. Anyway, so for this shoe, I won't be using the Exaltstone that I just bought because I don't really want to risk the 30% chance at my final Exalt count again. So I already prepared a refined shoe yesterday, so let's see if I can be blessed by RNGesus today. So let's go proceed to Exalt. I'm so scared. So right now I have a secondary chance of 5%, so there's a 55% chance of passing this shoe. So I'm so nervous. I've been at this point so many times and I still have yet to see it succeed to level 40. So I really hope for good luck again. So without more hesitation, okay, let me just press and get this over and done with. Let's go! Please! Yes! Oh my god, I'm so happy. Finally I can put this aside and not have to look at this cursed shoe again. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. The first thing I do today and it like resulted in something good. That's great. Okay, as usual, all the random powders that I get. Actually, do you guys do the same thing as me? I like to use up all the smaller powders in batches so that they wouldn't accumulate in my inventory. It got to a point that I just started selling some of the rare and normal powders because I ran out of space sometimes. But I still have a habit of using them whenever I can. Yay! Finally, my Max Exalt Mythic Ravenhorn Chaser boots. I'm so happy. Okay, so I finally got a Max Exalt shoe. So actually my shoulder cape and my belt is not exalted yet. I've only managed to fully exalt my head, glove and my shoe. But I guess this is progress and I can work on the rest moving forward. So the next thing I will do is to use the Exaltstone. I wanted to use the Exaltstone on my Fafnir bottom because it's level 36, so it's still one Exaltation behind my Fafnir top. Then both of them are at a Exaltation failure count of 1, so it's not so bad yet. I have had quite good luck with my Fafnir equips. So I also talked about what happened to this Fafnir bottom in my last video. So for those of you who haven't watched it yet, I used the event emblem change scroll and changed the physical attack emblem to boss defense. So I was pretty sad about it, but I guess I'm over it now. So I hope Nexon would cheer me up by letting me pass this Exaltstone. Okay, so if I manage to pass this, then both my top and bottom would be at level 38. And I guess it will look nicer and give me some additional HP boost. So it will help with my combat power as well. So even though I just passed my shoe, I still hope to pass this as well. That would be the best thing, man. Okay, no hesitation again, let's go! Oh man. Oh well. 30%. I've never had luck with 30% on my Panda Blood. So I guess I should be happy about just my shoe passing. Anyway, it's still at a 2-5 fail count, so I guess not so bad yet. There's still a chance that I can let it reach 40 plus without having to reduce the Exaltation fail count. So with the Exalt part out of the way, the next thing I wanted to do was also to enhance my accessories. I managed to get one extra Chaos Horntail necklace and the earrings in my bossing runs recently, so I also wanted to try my luck at enhancing my accessories in this video. So I guess the first thing I will do is the necklace. Okay, 10% chance, which is extremely low, and my luck with 10% is also not very good, so I guess let's go. Oh well, fail, as usual. Okay, so for my earring, actually if I succeed, I will get an emblem. So I think for me right now, the best emblem that I hope to get is the crit rate emblem. since Nexon actually uncapped the crit rate to 100% if I remember correctly. So yeah, first of all, I just hope to pass this one. At least the emblem earrings looks pretty nice. Okay, let's go! Oh well, fail. I guess I just have to wait and do more boss runs. But recently I'm still really lazy, so I haven't been diligently doing all the boss runs. But for Chaos, I still try to do it every day with my guild if I can. So let's check the status of my Nodestones hunting. I have been collecting Nodestones since Friday afternoon without using any. So let's see how many I have now. I have about 8 now. So it's about 12+ AM on Sunday. So I will be recording again when I wake up, and hopefully I will be able to get more Nodestones. So I'll be using this tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, I'm back. So it's been about 11 hours since I last checked my inventory. So let's see how many Nodestones I have now. Whoa, I have 10. So I'll be opening this up later. So maybe before I open the Nodestones, I will give you guys a look at my current V matrix. So I have the Nightwalker's default first V matrix skill, which is Shadow Spear. This is quite a decent buff skill since it does add to our lines. I also managed to get one perfect trio node. And for Nightwalker, the 3 main boost nodes that adds to our DPS is the Shadow Bats, the Quintuple Star, as well as Dark Omen. So I'm still trying to craft or open my second perfect trio boost node, and you can see from my other 2 quintuple trios that I haven't gotten it yet, sadly. So it still has one junk skill in the middle. Okay, maybe Dominion is a bit more useful than this quad star that we have. So maybe just to explain why we only need 2 perfect boost nodes. So it's because each of the skills can only go up to a maximum of level 60. So for each slot you see in this V matrix, you can add a maximum of 5 matrix points, which is gained whenever you level. And each individual node can be leveled up to a maximum of 25. So if you see this number above, this is actually the level of the node, and this can go up to 25 while this can go up to a maximum of 5. So you can go to a max of 30 for each V matrix slot. So this is why at the end game, Nightwalkers will only need 2 slots to max the 3 main bossing skills, although it's still a very long journey before I get there. So this is also an advantage for Nightwalkers since there are many other classes that have more than 3 bossing skills. Also, we are kind of lucky to have fewer boost nodes than other classes. So if we go to the craft tab under boost node, Nightwalker only has 9 skills, while some of the other classes like Phantom, Lumi, and Wind Archer, they have more skills in the boost node tab. So of course there are also classes with even fewer skills than Nightwalker, like the Bishop class. So this is a benefit because every single time you open or craft a boost node, it will come in a trio, which is a random mix of all the skills you see in the boost node tab. So mathematically, by permutation, classes with fewer skills here will have a much higher chance to obtain the perfect trio. So I have a friend who is also a Nightwalker. He already obtained 2 perfect trios, so I'm quite envious, and I hope I can get my second one soon as well. So going back to my V matrix, I also crafted other buffs like the decent sharp eyes and the decent speed infusion, which adds crit rate and boss attack among some other useful stats for DPSing. I also crafted this rope lift quite long ago, and it was actually the first skill node that I craft because my friend suggested it and it seems good for training. And back then, not many people crafted rope lift, and I just decided to do it because I had all this theory in my head that I believe that having this will increase loots in general. And to my pleasant surprise, based on the stats that I clocked, at least at cave depths, I managed to earn about 1 million missiles more per hour than the time before I had this rope lift. So the idea is that if it is proven that we can loot more missiles with this Root Lift skill, it just means that there is a higher chance to obtain Nodestones as well, since you will loot more items in general. But of course, whether the Nodestones drop or not is a totally different story, and there are many factors involved, like your drop rate, whether your character happens to be near when the Nodestone drops. So you can see my final slot here is filled with some of the miscellaneous mobbing or bossing skills which do not contribute very significantly to DPS. So in today's video, my aim is to craft Venom Burst, which is under the Craft and Skill Node tab. So if I'm not wrong, this skill is common to the Thief class, and I guess with the increased preset slot, I can add this to my bossing preset so that it will cast whenever off cooldown. Okay, so let's get started. The dream is really to open my second Perfect Trio boost node and of course the Venom Burst skill. Okay, let's go to my Nodestones. So usually I will open all my Nodestones at once, but I will leave one in my inventory, because if I leave my character to farm for long hours without checking, I get worried that my inventory would be full and I can't loot the Nodestones even if they do drop. So my character may walk over and then because inventory is full, I can't actually loot the stone. That would be so sad. So I realized over time that the Nodestones that we hunt from Arcane River maps will stack, so if you suffer from lack of inventory slots like me, you can also consider just leaving one Nodestone in your inventory. So please Nexon, give me the Perfect Trio and Venom Burst. So let's go! Oh my goodness! Okay, I didn't get my second Perfect Trio, but there are some useful ones that I can use to upgrade my existing boost nodes. So this is one, and Dominion I also have one, Quintuple as well. But wow, next one really gave me the Venom Burst off the hook. So now I don't need to spend 150 shards just to craft this myself. Wow, that's great. So actually it will be used to replace this. So maybe let's remove this first. I'll equip my Venom Burst. So I also plan to add this to my skill preset, which is okay, under preset settings. So I have a new skill which is Venom Burst. So let me just see. I actually haven't really read the stats before, but oh, it has a cooldown of 30 seconds. That's really not bad. And the hit count is also high, with a high target count. Oh, I didn't think it would be AoE. I thought it might be single target like most of our bossing skills. Actually no, thinking about it, Dark Woman is also AoE. So this is good because it seems that it will benefit in the bossing content like the Sharanian's Culvert and also the AoE boss, the Octopus under the Guild Honor Battle. So let's equip this. So I set up preset 1 for my bossing skills and preset 2 is for mobbing, and this is the command preset that I use for the bossing buffs, which have a cooldown, which have some kind of downtime. So all of their cooldowns are 180 seconds, so I can kind of bind them together. But I'm thinking of stopping to use this because if you put it under preset, it actually takes time to cast each of the 3 buffs, which is not very efficient if you ask me, because if the boss goes beyond 3 minutes, for example for Chaos Vellum, it may not be good for you to stand on the spot just to recast the 3 buffs when it's off cooldown. So I think I might be going back to the method of leaving the buffs onto my pets, and then I will just write a mount whenever it's like switching boss or I don't want my pet to auto cast these buffs. So until Nexon removes the casting time for our buff skills, I don't really see how the command preset is very useful, at least for Nightwalker. Okay, so actually many good things happened in this video. I managed to pass my Exalt on my shoe, and I also managed to open the Venom Burst straight from my Nodestones. So that's great. So I'm glad I managed to end this video on a good note. So I hope you enjoy watching today's video, and if you did, please remember to like and share this video and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. You can also let me know in the comment section below whether there's certain things that you want to see in future, and I will consider making a video out of it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!